There were a lot of groundbreakings and grand openings this year, and this week in Santa Clarita was ready to get down and dirty to cover them all. Our biggest event was the opening of the Cross Valley Connector.
About 400 people turned out for the grand opening ceremony, which included speeches, presentations, and even a tribal blessing by members of the Tataviam Band of Mission Indians. Before the event kicked off, I caught up with City Manager Ken Polskamp, who talked about the collaborations that made the project possible.
It's a very exciting day to see the road open. It couldn't happen without all of the partners. I mean, this has really been a classic example of a public-private partnership with the County of Los Angeles, the federal government, the state, and all of the private sector working with the city to make this $245 million 8.5 road finally open and make it so that it'll be safer and quicker for all of our residents to get across the Santa Clarita Valley.
Once the ribbon was cut, the Wells Fargo Stagecoach led a procession of classic cars, cyclists, and tanked the skateboarding Bulldog. Winners of the radio contest on KHTS AM 1220 won the chance to ride on the Stagecoach with Mayor Lorraine West.
Historic moment in Santa Clarita's history. Probably the most exciting moment for transportation and the biggest public works project we will ever open. And we did it with horses, with the Wells Fargo Stagecoach. I'm very excited.
What's this going to mean to residents, and not only just residents, but also emergency personnel?
This is going to mean a lot more safety, opportunity, and it's a red letter day. It's great for our quality of life, but emergency services will be able to get across the valley. We can control the intersections from inside City Hall. If there's accidents on one freeway or the other, or fires or earthquakes, we have an opportunity to get in and out of the valley safely, and this is a big thing for Santa Clarita.
Congressman Howard Buck McKeon was on hand and talked about how the opening of the new roadway will help the Cross Valley commute.
And I used to think that you get across town 20 minutes. Well, now it's taken over a half hour, and this will speed that up again. So that means that people can get around easier. They'll use less gas, safer. It's just better all the way around. So this is a great thing for the valley.
With the opening of the Cross Valley Connector, the city also opened Discovery Park.
July 12th, the Santa Clarita City Council held the grand opening for Discovery Park. Located off Camp Plenty Road and Canyon View Drive, Discovery Park is a 25-acre natural park that is also the city's first passive park. Right now I'm standing with Rick Gould, the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Community Services for the City of Santa Clarita. Rick, we just opened Discovery Park. What is this park all about? How big is it, and what are people going to see here?
The total site is 27 acres, but what's been developed is about 5 acres. This park was originally intended to be a natural park, passive, and have access to the Santa Clara River. It was this is sort of the interface part where you come, you relax, and if you want to go out and discover the Santa Clara River, this is your access point or entry point, really. So you have bike trails, picnic areas, there's a shade structure where you can relax, as well as a small kids play area. A lot of nice amenities here. The total developed acreage is about 5 acres, primarily natural grasses and natural or native plants to the area.
This is the first park of this type that the city has done. How popular are these parks? Are they becoming more popular around the country?
Definitely more popular. With water being a scarce resource, especially in Southern California, looking for things that are low water use, less intensive on the environment, less use of pesticides, those types of things. You're seeing more natural parks and more use of sustainable practices that really make these parks a long-term benefit, not only for the community, but in terms of cost to operate.
Old Town Newhall has gotten its new look for 2010. The second phase of the Old Town Newhall streetscape is finally finished. Old Town Newhall now looks great, with new benches, new street lights, and new sidewalks. The Old Town Newhall is now ready for the community. With the Old Town Newhall Library under construction, the city anticipates the new library to be open mid-2012.
Harry, we're on the site where we were a few months ago when we talked about this project when we were just getting started on it. Looks a little bit different now.
Yeah, Evan, the last time we were here, we had just demoed the building, removed the buildings, and we still had the slabs of the foundation of the buildings. And if you remember, we still had the street was here, Spruce Avenue. Well, as you can see, since that time, we've removed all the slabs, removed the street. We're standing on what is the actual what's called the rough grade or the pad for the Old Town Newhall Library. This spot that we actually are standing, the rough grading contractor dug down some 15 feet and recompacted to a level of about 2 foot higher than the existing curbs on Lyons Avenue. So we're all ready to receive the building slab for the Old Town Newhall Library.